Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I want to be talking about a lot of stuff that's happened this week with Microsoft as well as with the PlayStation 5 and Sony and all that good stuff. We overall had a pretty good-ish week, although not the best week and, well, definitely not the worst week. But we've had a lot of major things when it comes to restocks, restock news, some pretty big restocks that did go and happen, and overall, not the worst week. I would love to kind of hear your thoughts on this down below. If you guys did have a chance to get a console, did not have a chance to get a console, are still looking, or all of that good stuff, or maybe you guys even just got really close and you guys just didn't go and get it. And as well, typically throughout the weekend, just for the next few days or so, we'll probably have a lot of random walk-in news that we might be trying to go and cover. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or be subscribed for our ongoing PS5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc and digital. Twitter and Twitch stream link down below as well if you guys want to follow. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Always linked down below. Let's actually dive into this week, I guess, weekly recap for today. So as I mentioned, Microsoft came in very clutch all throughout this week. I think that's probably, if anything, probably the major, focal point for this week, because there was multitudes of Xbox restocks. As well, there was a few PlayStation 5s, but I do really think the Xbox Series X and S kind of took away this week in terms of everything. So we also did have the Microsoft Store themselves, kind of very similar to the PlayStation 5 Direct that Sony does. They also have that as well for the Xbox, who just buy it directly from Microsoft themselves. I believe restocked 3 different times, and even as early as of today, where they had a restocks pretty much everywhere. And on top of that too, we saw them happen that a few times. I believe also they did one right after the PlayStation State of Play, which is kind of funny because PlayStation's out there trying to go and hype on up their most recent reveal, you know, for the Ratchet and Clank and all the other kind of things such as the Among Us and all that good stuff. And then of course, as it's ongoing, they try their best to go and sell some Xbox Series X's, which is kind of, honestly, just kind of funny. We had a little bit of a dry period going on with the Xbox Series X, which is somewhat surprising to me. Mainly because we've kind of seen these consoles kind of go somewhat neck and neck. But just all throughout this week, we've had a lot of really good Xbox news. As well, we also did have some pretty good PS5 news as well. But even when it came to this, we saw Best Buy restocking. They had a pretty good and pretty sizable types of Xbox restocks. But as I mentioned, they also had 3 different Microsoft Direct restocks, which is very, very big, very, very huge. We even had a Walmart Xbox restock too as well. And overall, just throughout a lot of different walk-in areas, we also did have a lot of walk-in Xbox Series S's that have been floating around. And now we're going to have to maybe go and see if that's going to be the same case for this upcoming weekend as well, mainly because we want to see a lot of people get consoles. We also did see BJ's also have online sales for the Xbox, and as well, of course, GameStop, where they also had Xbox Series X and S bundles, and online that had the Xbox as well. Like, well, the list kind of goes on and on and on. We also had a pretty major Amazon restock for the Xbox Series X and S not too long ago as well. So I got to go give a big clap to Microsoft. A lot of people out there in the community are still trying to get Xboxes, especially mainly because we know that the Xbox has pretty much produced a lot less of overall consoles in comparison to the PlayStation 5 as of now. So I do want to give a major thumbs up to Microsoft for kind of making so many consoles and doing such a good job this week. Now, granted, there's been many weeks out there where the stock has been on the lower side, and sometimes the PlayStation themselves kind of came in clutch. But overall, I just like the fact that these companies are at least somewhat addressing all these production issues, somewhat making things available. You know, we're seeing people getting consoles up throughout this week. Because we also did see some pretty big PlayStation and Xbox restocks together, because we also did have the Target restock that happened too. PS5 disc and digitals, and I do know a lot of people in the community did also get their consoles, so major congrats to you guys. And I know a lot of people also had some issues too as well, so don't worry, we will get you guys consoles soon. And as well with that too, we also had another big waves of all the Xboxes when it came to Target. So major good thumbs up throughout this week. Like, if you guys actually did have a chance to get a console, did not have a chance to get a console, definitely leave a comment down below just so I can kind of have a good rough guesstimate for the community itself. But I do want to say that's been very, very good. I've been somewhat tempted to get an Xbox Series X myself, but I'm like, maybe. Mainly because I know I'm really hyped up for a lot of the upcoming PlayStation games too, so I don't know. But at least for the PlayStation though, it was a little bit more on the drier side. We did have a few drops overall, which is at least nice, at least is kind of good. We did have the Target drop, as we mentioned, the GameStop drop, but also another kind of like big plus up for GameStop. I kind of feel like most of the consoles were really more on the actual Xbox when it came from the GameStop drop. Even going through my GameStop analytics, from affiliate links and all of that, a large majority of all the orders are more so on the Xbox. Like a lot more of them. We had a few PlayStations, but it kind of seemed like the PlayStation stock this week was a little bit more on the lower end. Same thing too as well with Sony literally not even having a PlayStation Direct as well. And overall, hopefully this next upcoming week or even this weekend, maybe for walk-in news, could ideally be a little bit better. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed when it comes to that, mainly because I just want you guys to get your consoles, and I just want you guys to be able to go play games, enjoy yourselves, etc. So all that going on over there. But I will go and say, especially with Xbox having such a lower amount of stock and a lower production numbers, it is nice that they are kind of flowing in the market and getting everywhere. We also did kind of see some kind of interesting stuff too as well with the China restock, where it kind of seems like the Xbox has barely even made any market gains for China themselves, even though they actually have given the proper legalities to go and start selling consoles up in China. But apparently on the actual opposite is that India has been completely overtaken by the Xbox Series X and S's, which is also very intriguing. Kind of go and see the overall news of like which regions are more focused on certain consoles, because I kind of believe as of right now, America does see more focus on the PlayStation 5, and there is a slightly higher demand right now for the PlayStation 5 console overall. Now, granted, there's a lot of people out there trying to get the Xboxes too, and it's very sought after too as well. So it's kind of curious to kind of see like how in India they're more so focused on the Xbox, and they kind of prefer the Xbox too as well, probably mostly because of the Game Pass and Game Pass deal. But it's also kind of intriguing to go and see how much people are paying up for money up in China, because we've actually had many cases of people paying upwards of $1,500 when it comes to the PlayStation 5 for scalper cost, or like, buying from other different types of countries. Very, very intriguing stuff overall. So my kind of overall, I guess, thought process throughout this week when it comes to restocks and people getting their consoles, I'm still always hoping that we could have one of those major weeks where we just have restocks everywhere. We'd have a pretty good one, at least because people are already getting their consoles from GameStop, got their consoles from Target, and as well also the Amazon drop I think is mostly fulfilled. And then same thing with all the Xbox going on. We saw a lot of people get their consoles already, or will be getting them very soon. But I just want to have one of those really, really good weeks where we just have like literally Walmart going restock, Sam's Club restock, Walk-in restock. We go and have Target restock, Best Buy restock. Like I think there's actually been a few weeks throughout the entire saga that we've had weeks like that, where like Sony Directs will go and release like 5 different days in a row, and then we have Walmart also drop, and Target also drop, and Best Buy also drop. And that's another big thing, is I was a little bit sad on the fact that Best Buy did not go and drop, even though they are sitting on PlayStation 5 consoles right now. So it's a little bit of a weirder week, a little bit of a good week though, because we have seen a lot of people go and, get their consoles, as I mentioned. If not, make sure you guys are subscribed for the giveaway, or just notifications on for restock news, or all the good stuff you guys can keep on checking on Amazon throughout the weekend. But I think overall, it wasn't the world's worst week. I'm happy about it. I know I've had a few people kind of ask for these types of like weekly recap type videos and stuff, but kind of how I said, I think Microsoft came in pretty clutch. I think they did a pretty good job. And overall, I think a lot of people that I know have been after and looking for the Xbox Series X's did go and get them. So hopefully we can kind of maintain this. Like I'm okay with a few drops. Like we had like the Amazon earlier on, like on the weekend, the Xbox and Target, GameStop and all that. I'm cool with that. Like I just want to see consistent stuff rather than it being dry for like 4 weeks straight, and every one of us are just sitting here playing with our thumbs because we just don't know what to really go and do, places to look at, etc. So hopefully this next upcoming week will be good. We do already know that Best Buy is sitting on stock. Maybe Walmart will do some drops. Maybe Sam's Club as well can maybe do some good stuff. And ideally, hopefully May will have a very good month, because I want all of you guys out there to get your consoles and not have to go and sit through 80 videos or stare at your monitors nonstop, or have to deal with canceled orders or websites crashing and all that. So major good luck to you guys, major good vibes to you guys. This weekend, as I mentioned, we reached out to a lot of different employees, so maybe we'll have some good updates and news for you guys tomorrow for walk-in news, Meyer stuff, Red Meyer stuff, and all of that. So major fingers crossed. And as well, I'm just kind of looking pretty forward to this upcoming weekend as well, because I want to go play a lot of Returnal. I want to go play that a lot just in general, and also just new games, and also Pokemon Snap. So I hope you guys all just have a nice relaxing weekend. Just want to have a little bit of a quick recap slash kind of fill you guys all on in case you guys are busy. But pretty good week for Xbox, and they did come in clutch. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching throughout this week as well. We did also go hit 42,000 subs, so I just appreciate all of you guys being subscribing, liking my videos, commenting on videos, or whatever you guys go and do. I do appreciate you guys a lot. As always, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed for the ongoing PS5 giveaway, or subscribe with the notifications on. Twitter and Twitch streams always linked down below. Twitch and Twitter as well if you guys want to go and follow. The Amazons for the PS5s, and of course the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Go ahead and basically guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you guys all throughout this weekend for some good videos. Love you guys.